Once upon a time, in the lush green heart of Southeast Asia, there lived a young, adventurous gibbon named Gili. Gili was unlike any other gibbon in his troop. He had an insatiable curiosity about the world beyond the treetops of his home in the rainforest. One sunny morning, as the first rays of light filtered through the dense canopy, Gili decided it was time for an adventure. Sitting on a high branch, he watched the light dance among the leaves, his mind buzzing with thoughts of exploration. "It's a beautiful day to start an adventure, don't you think?" he called out to a nearby scarlet macaw, whose vibrant colors seemed to blend with the morning sun. The macaw, preening its feathers, replied with a squawk, "Adventure? You mean like the stories we've shared about the great lands beyond? Oh, Gili, you're brave for even considering it." Gili's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Those stories have filled my head with dreams. I must see the mangroves of Thailand, the mountains of Nepal, the jungles of India." The macaw chuckled. "You'll need more than dreams, my friend. You'll need courage, and maybe a little bit of luck." Encouraged by the conversation, Gili swung from branch to branch, his long arms propelling him with grace and speed. Each leap was accompanied by his own whispers of determination. "Today's the day, Gili. You're going to see the world." As he neared the edge of the jungle, where the trees met the vast unknown, he paused on a bough, gazing out at the horizon. A wise old orangutan, who had seen many seasons pass, observed Gili's eager stance. "Where does your journey take you, young one?" the orangutan asked with a deep, thoughtful voice. "Everywhere if I can," Gili exclaimed, his voice tinged with both excitement and a hint of nervousness. The orangutan nodded sagely. "Remember, Gili, the world is vast, and not all paths are friendly, but courage and curiosity have guided many a soul to great wonders." With those words echoing in his mind, Gili took a deep breath, feeling the thrill of the unknown before him. "Thank you, wise one. I'll carry your words with me," he said, and with a final, graceful swing, he launched himself into the adventure that awaited beyond the jungle's edge. First, Gili journeyed through the mangroves of Thailand, where the air was thick with the scent of salt water and the sounds of life bustling beneath the tangled roots. As he swung from tree to tree, he met a nimble, crafty crab named Cow, who was busy navigating the maze-like root systems with an impressive agility. "Hello there," Gili called out, his voice echoing among the leaves. Cow paused, his claws clacking in curiosity. "Who goes there? A monkey from the treetops?" he asked, peering up. "I'm Gili, a gibbon from the rainforest," Gili introduced himself, swinging down to Cow's level. "I'm here to explore, but I could use a guide." Cow's eyes sparkled with mischief. "Well, Gili, you've found the right crab. I know these mangroves like the back of my claw. Follow me, and I'll show you where the juiciest fruits grow." Together, they navigated the intricate root systems, with Cow scampering ahead, pointing out hidden paths. "Watch your step here, Gili. The mud's tricky," he warned, as they dodged the playful splashes of mudskippers. Gili, trying to keep up, laughed. "This is like a game. How do you know your way around so well?" Cow chuckled, leading Gili to a spot where mangrove apples hung low. "Years of living here, my friend. Now try one of these. They're sweet like you wouldn't believe." Gili plucked a fruit, taking a bite and exclaiming, "Delicious! You're full of surprises, Cow." As they continued their journey, they marveled at the iridescent wings of dragonflies darting above the water. "Look at those colors!" Gili was in awe. Cow nodded. "Nature's own art show, right here in the mangroves. Remember, Gili, the best treasures are often hidden where you least expect them." Their laughter mingled with the sounds of the mangrove, creating a symphony of friendship and exploration. Gili felt grateful for his new friend, who not only showed him the way, but also taught him to appreciate the beauty in the smallest of creatures and the most complex of environments. With fond farewells, Gili continued his journey, swinging across the border into Laos. The landscape here was a stark contrast to the mangroves. Rugged mountains rose into the sky, and deep, mysterious caves beckoned with their cool, shadowy allure. Gili's heart raced with excitement as he entered this new realm. As he ventured into one of the caves, his eyes adjusting to the dim light, he heard a slow, deliberate voice resonate from the darkness. "Who disturbs the peace of the ancient caves?" Gili, peering into the gloom, replied, "I am Gili, a traveler seeking wisdom and adventure." "Who speaks?" From the shadows, a wise old tortoise named Tuk emerged, his shell etched with the marks of time. "I am Tuk, guardian of these caves. You've come far from the treetops, young gibbon." Gili, fascinated, sat down beside Tuk. I've heard tales of these caves. Can you share the stories of this land? Tuk nodded slowly, his voice echoing through the cavern. In times long past, this was the land of kings and spirits. The caves hold whispers of their deeds. As they moved deeper into the cave, Tuk recounted legends of ancient battles, royal treasures, and spirits that guide the lost. The path was narrow and winding, and Tuk moved with a patience that Gili found both frustrating and intriguing. "Why do we move so slowly?" Gili asked, his natural agility urging him to rush ahead. "Because, Gili," Tuk explained, "some things cannot be rushed, like waiting for the rare, glowing mushrooms that light up these walls." Gili watched in awe as Tuk stopped before a seemingly ordinary patch of rock. "Now we wait," Tuk said, settling down. After what felt like an eternity to Gili, tiny glowing mushrooms began to emerge from the crevices, lighting up the cavern walls like a starry night sky. "Wow!" Gili gasped, his impatience forgotten in the face of such beauty. Tuk smiled. "See, young one, patience reveals wonders that haste would overlook. You must learn to listen to the silence, to wait for the right moment." Gili nodded, understanding dawning. "Thank you, Tuk. I see now. It's not just about moving quickly, it's about moving wisely." They spent hours in the cave, Gili absorbing Tuk's stories and lessons, learning the art of patience not just from words, but from the very environment around him. When it was time to part, Gili said, "I will carry this lesson with me, Tuk. May we meet again in these ancient halls." Tuk gave a wise, slow nod. "May the spirits guide your path, Gili, until our paths cross once more." With that, Gili left the cave, his heart full of new knowledge and his steps a little slower, more mindful of the world around him. The adventure then took Gili to the highlands of Nepal. The air was thinner here and the trees were fewer, but the views were breathtaking, stretching out to snow-capped peaks and deep valleys. As Gili adapted to the new elevation, his breath coming in shorter bursts, he felt a sense of awe at the majesty of the landscape. High on a rocky ledge, he encountered Laya, a snow leopard whose fur blended perfectly with the snowy backdrop. Her eyes, fierce yet gentle, locked with Gili's. "You're far from home, little one," Laya said, her voice soft but carrying the strength of the mountains. Gili, trying to catch his breath, replied, "I am Gili, from the jungles far below. I seek to learn from the heights." Laya studied him for a moment before nodding. "Then you shall learn. Follow me, but be cautious. The mountains are not like the forests." Together, they navigated the rocky cliffs, Laya moving with a grace that belied her size. "Watch your step here, Gili," she advised, pointing out a particularly treacherous path. "The rocks can be as deceptive as they are beautiful." Gili, learning to place his feet with care, said, "I never knew there could be such silence. It's like the world is holding its breath." Laya smiled, her eyes scanning the horizon. "The mountains teach us to listen to the silence, to hear the voice of the wind, the whisper of the snow. Here, the only other sounds are the eagles." As if on cue, an eagle's cry echoed through the vastness, a lonely sound that spoke of freedom and solitude. They paused at a spot where the view was unencumbered, the world laid out before them. "This beauty requires patience and respect," Laya mused, "much like life itself. The mountain does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." Gili, taking in the lesson, nodded. "I'm learning that each place, each creature, has its own wisdom. You've shown me how to see the world from this height." Laya looked at Gili with a newfound respect. "And you, Gili, have the spirit to learn. But remember, the descent is as important as the climb. You must carry this peace, this silence, back with you." As they prepared to part ways, Gili thanked Laya. "I will remember the silence of the mountains, the patience of the snow leopard." "Thank you, Laya." Laya gave a graceful nod. "Go with the wind, Gili. May it guide you on your path." With that, Laya disappeared into the landscape, leaving Gili to ponder the lessons of the highlands as he made his way back down, his heart and mind expanded by the vastness of the world. Finally, Gili's journey led him to the bustling, vibrant landscapes of India. Here, the trees were filled with parrots of every colour, their squawks creating a symphony of life, while the ground teemed with an array of creatures and humans alike. Gili found himself in a temple town, where the air was thick with incense and the sounds of daily life. As he marveled at the chaos and beauty, a mischievous monkey named Raja came swinging from a temple pillar, landing with a playful thud next to Gili. "Who's this curious traveller?" Raja asked, his eyes twinkling with mischief. Gili, taken aback by the sudden company, replied, "I'm Gili, from the far rainforests. I've come to see the wonders of this land." Raja laughed, his laughter light and infectious. "Well, Gili, you found the right partner in crime. Let's explore together." Together, they set off to explore the ancient ruins that dotted the landscape around the temple. "Watch out for the humans," Raja warned, dodging a group of tourists. "They're everywhere, but they can be fun too." As they scampered over ancient stones and through narrow alleyways, Raja pointed out the best places to hide and the ripest mangoes hanging from trees nearby. "Here, try this," he said, handing Gili a mango. "Nothing beats the taste of freedom and a good fruit." Gili, biting into the sweet, juicy mango, grinned. "This is amazing! How do you live so joyfully amidst all this noise and people?" Raja, with a playful leap onto a crumbling wall, answered, "Life's too short not to laugh, Gili. We dance through the chaos, find joy in the moment. Look!" He pointed to a group of children playing below, their laughter mingling with the sounds of the town. "See, even humans know how to enjoy life if we show them how." They continued their adventure, sharing mangoes and stories, dodging through the bustling market, where vendors called out their wares, and the air was spiced with the aroma of street food. Raja taught Gili to find amusement in the simplest things, like the way a peacock strutted or how a street performer juggled fire. As the sun began to set, casting golden hues over the temple town, Gili felt a joy he hadn't known before. "Raja, you've shown me how to live with laughter," Gili said, feeling lighter. Raja grinned, "And you've reminded me how fun it is to share that laughter. Remember, wherever you go, Gili, bring your joy with you. It's the best adventure you can have." With a fond farewell, they parted ways, Gili carrying with him the lessons of living joyfully, even in the heart of chaos. As he left the vibrant town, he knew he'd forever hold dear the memories of his time with Raja, the mischievous monkey who taught him to dance through life with laughter. As the sun began to set on the horizon, painting the sky with hues of gold and pink, Gili thought to himself, "It's time to go back home, isn't it?" His heart felt full, brimming with stories, and he mused, "All these tales, all these adventures, they're mine now." His mind, rich with the knowledge he'd gained, pondered, "What a wealth of wisdom I've collected." His spirit, invigorated by the diversity of life he had witnessed, reflected, "Every creature, every place, they've all added something to who I am." Swinging back through the varied landscapes, Gili had an internal dialogue. "Each friend I've made taught me something profound. Cow showed me how to navigate life's complexities. Tuk taught me the virtue of patience. Laya, the beauty of silence in the vastness. And Raja, oh Raja, he reminded me to find joy in every moment." He continued to think, "They've all given me lessons on life, on love, and on the endless beauty of nature." With each swing, Gili felt more connected to the world around him, understanding that his journey was not just about the places he'd seen, but the growth within himself. Back in his rainforest, Gili shared his tales with his troop, his eyes sparkling with the memories of his grand adventure. And while the forest was his home, part of his heart would always wander, dreaming of the next adventure across the vast and wondrous continent of Asia.